everybody, welcome back to the kitchen. I'm Jo Michaels, the baking author, and today I am introing my dear friend N.L. Greene, or Nichole Greene. She also used to write books, and now she is in the baking sphere. So what Nichole does is she sells pre-packaged cookie decorating kits for Easter, Christmas, whatever, around the holidays, so you can really, get in the spirit of the holiday with your kids. Her Etsy store is Nichole's Sweet Treats, which I will link in the description of the video, and she has graciously agreed to do a demonstration on decorating cookies. And I laugh because we all know I am not the person to give a tutorial on decorating cookies, because my food is messy and glorious and delicious, but I couldn't pipe my way out of a plastic bag. So Nichole is very good at this stuff. I asked her if she wouldn't mind doing a tutorial. She said yes. So if you're interested in one of her cookie kits, pop on to the bottom of the video there and check out the description. Click on over to her Etsy shop and pick yourself up some cookie kits for Christmas. Do them with your kids. It'll be amazing. So without further ado, here is Nichole.
Okay, so the first thing we want to do is outline the cookie to give it kind of a barrier so that when we fill the cookie, the icing doesn't overflow all over the edge. It's just a thin line all the way around. And that's it. Give it 15-20 minutes to dry. And then after that, we will fill in the cookie with more icing. Now, a lot of people use different consistencies, a thicker icing for the outlining, a real thin icing for flooding, which is what you're doing in the middle when you're putting a bunch of icing. But I actually use both, the same consistency for both, just because it's easier for me on big cookies. Now, when you're doing small details on cookies, then you're going to want to do those different consistencies. And we're gonna let them dry for a few minutes. Now, we've let them dry for a few minutes, just to the point where when you touch it, it's not moving. Don't touch it hard, it's still wet underneath, but it has a little kind of shell on top. So it will keep the icing we put in the middle from running over. Like I said, I use the same consistency. It is a little thick. I'd rather use it a little thicker and kind of have to shake it around, you'll see in a second, than using something too fluid and it running all over the place and not having enough icing on your cookie once it's all settled because it's run off the edges. There's a lot of little tools and stuff too that you can buy to help you do stuff like this. Unless you're gonna make a business out of this, there's no need, in my opinion, to purchase all that stuff, because you can do things like I just did with the tip of it and spread it around. And then also, if you pick the cookie up and just shake it in your hand or tap it on your hand like this, it will spread the icing around and get any air bubbles out, and you don't need to buy all those fancy tools. And then you have a couple little spots like this, but that's not a big deal because one, it'll either smooth out as it dries, or two, for this set of cookies, we're going to put sprinkles on them, so we just cover that side up with the sprinkles. I buy a huge container of sprinkles, so I put it in a smaller thing like this just because it makes it a little easier for me to get them on the cookie. Put them where you want. When this dries, this is where you're gonna write on the cookie. So just kind of go around and do the edges and then dust off any extra ones, and there's that. Move those to the side for now. And then on this top of the cupcake, we're just gonna do the same thing. Go around the edge first, fill in your cookie. And you will do all 3 in the set the same way. Use the tip of this to spread it out a little. And then again with your slight shake, tap in the hand, and your cookie icing will start to smooth. I'm gonna do the 3rd one and then let these dry again for about 10 or 15 minutes. That way when we come back and do our 2nd color down here and our decoration on our cupcake, the colors don't spread. And as for this one, we're actually gonna let this one dry all day or potentially overnight before you write on it, because when you write on it with, I use markers and I'll show you them, it will poke through the icing and create holes. So technically this one's done, and just let it dry until the next day. Now we are going to do the outline of the bottom of our cupcake like we did on the top, which will dry for a few minutes before we fill it in. But then we're also gonna do our swirl on the top of our cupcake on the frosting. You're just following the outer edge of the top where these little pieces come out. That's kind of the imaginary line you're following. There's that. Let them dry for a couple minutes and then fill them in. Now we can fill these in, and we're going to do the same thing we did with the message ones. Fill it in and then just pick it up, shake it a little, tap it, let it spread out. If you have any holes, like in this one, it's not going to spread. So just take your piping bag and again, kind of using the tip of that to spread the icing around is all you need to do. Don't worry, little spots sticking up like that, those will go down on their own as it dries. And then that's it for those. I will show you writing on the name one. So here is our edible marker. You can get them on Amazon or wherever. I have individual black ones and then a whole pack of colored ones. And you can just write on dry icing. So this one is for someone's grandmother. So I just write happy birthday. And then the name is larger. And then just to make it look a little better, go back and just darken this one up. And I only do some of it to kind of give it a different font effect, but you can obviously do it however you want. And then it says, happy birthday, Grammy. So that's it. These are a little birthday set that you can do. 3 little cookies. You can write on it to make it personalized. And once they're completely dry, you can either just put them in a cute little box. I have cookie bags I put them in, and you can gift them to friends and family or just eat them yourself. Thanks, everyone.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I know I did. I could probably frost a cookie now and make it actually look pretty darn good. Never knew some of those little tricks. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this video, be sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Check out some of my other holiday videos. We've had a lot of fun around here lately. I got holidays, Christmas, strawberry Santas. That's coming. I got some turkey cupcakes for Thanksgiving. Made those with my granddaughter. They were pretty amazing. So make sure you check those out. And, you know, bread. Always bread. So I will see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed this little bonus video, and if you share it, tag me at @RightJoeMichaels everywhere. If you see the right, you know you have the right one. Right. Okay, that was a bad pun. Anyway, I will see y'all next week, and make sure you go pick up some of those cookies.